Hey, folks, it's Mark Arum. I hope you're enjoying the Mark Arum Show podcast. A reminder, you can hear this very radio show live Monday through Friday. We're live 6 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. A big thank you to one and all closing out your Monday with us. This is the Mark Arum Show. We got a biggin today. That's one of my favorite Southern words, biggin. I didn't know that word growing up. Biggin. This is a biggin, Longoria. We got a big show tonight. We got Johnny Kielbasa with the fast food review. Mike Petchenik from Channel 2 Action News will join us. Does Alex Williams know this food? We're going to start Millennial Match Game in just a second. A reminder, folks, though, if you're out about tomorrow, you can witness this show broadcast live. Myself and the Bananas will be at the Publix, Cumberland Parkway at Paces Ferry Center. Tomorrow, we'll be broadcasting live from 6 to 8. If you want to go early, do some shopping, Mark McKay will be there from 4 to 6 p.m. It is the Triple Team Traffic Food Drive. We'll be collecting food for the Atlantic Community Food Bank. So come out and see us. Take a picture with Chuck. He loves taking pictures with the fans.
And answering questions.
And answering questions about Montana and his beard and all that stuff. And his testosterone level. So tomorrow, 2451 Cumberland Parkway, Paces Ferry Center, we'll be broadcasting live. I hope to see one and all. Let's kick things off with some Millennial Match Game, Longo.
Let's play Millennial Match Game.
Joining us live in studio, a first-time millennial. Her name is Veronica De Stefano.
Yes.
Welcome to the
Hi.
show, Veronica. Tell the folks a little bit about yourself, please.
Okay. I'm a younger millennial. I'm 25.
Nice.
I work here.
Upstairs.
Yeah, I work upstairs. I do a lot of things with social media, in social media strategy.
All right.
And I have a podcast called The Future Bachelor, at The Future Bachelor, and you could follow me at Veroniconda_18.
All right. So she works for Channel 2 in the digital realm.
Yes.
25 years young. And a first-time contestant on Millennial Match Game. All right, I'm excited. I think you're going to do well, Veronica. Let's meet our contestants on the phone. Karen is playing in Swanee. Karen, welcome to the show. How are you, dear?
Sitting in traffic.
Oh, excellent. Just the way we like it. Tell the folks a little bit about yourself, Karen.
I've lived in Atlanta long enough to see traffic get worse every year, and I also work in communications and digital marketing.
Oh, excellent. So, all right, you might have some simpatico with Veronica tonight. You'll be playing Emily in Covington. Emily, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Tell the folks a little bit about yourself.
I've been in Covington for several years now. We won't mention how many. And I work at a truck repair shop.
Oh, excellent. All right, so here, Millennial Match Game tonight, brought to you, as always, by Rocco's European Garage, our game show theme song. So here's the deal, ladies. I'm going to play a game show theme song, and you guys will have to guess whether or not Millennial Veronica will know what game show it's from. Very simple tonight. So you guys don't need to know the answer. You just have to guess whether or not the Millennial will know the answer. And when in doubt, the Millennial doesn't know. All right, so we're going to start things off with Karen. Karen, you ready?
I am.
All right, well, Millennial Veronica, know what game show theme song this is. That's it. There's not much to go on there. What do you think, Karen? Will Millennial Veronica, 25 years old, will she know what game show that is from?
When in doubt, the millennial does not know.
I am with you. I don't know that, and I am far from a millennial. Do you have any idea what that is, Veronica?
It sounds like really 70s, but I'm picturing like what the background would look like really groovy, but I have the only thing I can think of is I'm thinking of some love themed one, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this. Beat the Clock is the name of the show. Beat the Clock. All right,
okay.
Karen, you get a point. Right. Here we go. Millennial Match Game. Game show theme songs. Emily, will Millennial Veronica know what game show theme song this is? Get that trumpet in there. What do you think, Emily? Will Millennial Veronica know what game show theme song that is?
I don't think she will.
You say no. Okay. Emily, what game show is that? You want to hear a little more of it?
No, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Is that The Price is Right?
That is not The Price is Right.
No.
You were right, Emily. That's Family Feud.
Oh,
Family
dang.
Feud. That's all right.
Okay.
1 point apiece. Doing well, ladies. Millennial Match Game show theme song brought to you by Rocco's European Garage. All right, Karen. Will Millennial Veronica know what game show theme song this is? Little upbeat kind of thing going there.
No.
You say no. I'm with you. I don't think so either. Millennial Veronica, prove us wrong. What game show is that?
For some reason, I'm feeling Deal or No Deal.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Good job. I would not have gotten that. That's the one with
Never watched a single episode.
That's with what's his name, Howie Mandel,
Yeah, Howie
and the
Mandel.
models, and they just
And Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle was on it, yeah.
as one of the
she was-
model
She
Girls?
used to
Suitcase
hold the
girls.
suitcases.
Shut up. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
and now she's a princess.
She went from one of those girls to the princess.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a story. All right. No point, Karen, because the millennial did know. All right, Emily, you can take the lead here. Will Millennial Veronica know what game show theme song this is? Pretty recognizable, I think, to people of all ages, but I'm not going to sway your vote there, Emily. What do you think? Will Millennial Veronica, 25 years young, know what game show theme song that is?
I hope she does.
You say she
Several,
hopes she
yes.
does. That's not very confident.
Yeah.
All right, you say yes.
No, I want to say yes.
All right, let's hear a little more of it, Longoria, if you don't mind. Very recognizable. I see you recognize this, Veronica. The question is, will you pull it out?
Oh, man. I feel like this is wrong, but Wheel of Fortune.
That is right.
Yes.
Good
Oh my
job.
God.
Emily gets the point. We're done with round 1 of Millennial Match Game. What's the score, Deb Green?
Karen at 1, Emily with 2.
Round 2, Millennial Match Game, brought to you by Rocco's European Garage. Tonight's theme, game show theme songs. I would have only gotten, I might have gotten Wheel of Fortune, but I wouldn't have gotten Deal or Don't Deal or Beat the Clock. So I think you're doing very well, Veronica.
Thanks.
All right, Karen, you're up. Here's the game show theme song. Will Millennial Veronica know what game show this is from? Kind of an older game show.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no again.
Yeah, I say no as well. I loved that show. I don't really remember watching it that much as a kid, but I remember it was a good show. Do you want to take a guess on that, Veronica? Any idea?
Okay, if you said you watched it as a kid, I'm trying to think which one's older.
I'm 24.
Yeah.
Just for your math, I'm 24 years old.
Oh.
Well, let me give you this. I watched it as a kid, not live. This were reruns as a kid. I was not
So
alive.
it's even older.
Yeah, so it's ancient. It's ancient.
I'm gonna because I said it earlier, I'm gonna guess Match Game, but because that's old, but I don't think it's it.
It's What's My Line? What's My Line?
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you've
don't
never
even
even
know
heard of
that.
it. Yeah.
no.
It was fun. It was like these guys would come on and the contestants would have to try to guess what they did for a living.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
it
feel
was-
like I've seen this parodied before.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. All right, Karen gets the point. Emily, will Millennial Veronica know what game show featured this theme song? Definitely got an 80s vibe. That's you could tell right off the bat, this is an 80s game show. What do you think, Emily? Will Millennial Veronica know what game show that is?
I'm going to have to go with no.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Not a chance in hell. $100 if you know what this is, Veronica.
I don't even know if I can guess. I am running out of game shows that I can
Say
pull out
match
of.
game again. You're not going to get it.
Yeah, just
No, win,
when in
lose,
doubt.
or draw. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, don't.
I've heard of the game. I don't remember it, though.
I don't remember.
Pictionary Live.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
I get it. Win, lose, or
okay.
draw.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha. All right.
Well.
Karen's up on Millennial Match Game. Here you go, Karen. Will Millennial Veronica know what game show featured this song?
I'm going to say yes.
You say yes. I think so, too. That's a universal game show theme song.
Yep.
What do you got, Veronica?
It's Jeopardy. I
That
was
is
watching
Jeopardy.
it this weekend.
Did you see the story Deb sent me today? So they're doing a something on Channel 2.
Super Champions?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like Ken Jennings against that other, that
the
new
person
freak.
that like beat him. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to do
Jeopardy James.
I'm actually
Yeah.
pretty Jeopardy James. I'm pretty excited to see that.
Yeah.
All right, good job, whoever answered that one.
That was Karen.
All right, Emily, you're up. Let's see. I don't think she's going to get this one. We'll give it a shot anyway.
Great.
Well, Millennial Veronica know what game show featured this theme song? Again, I'm thinking maybe late 70s, early 80s
Yeah.
on this one. Yeah, 80s. What do you think? Will Millennial Veronica, 25 years old, a year older than me, will she know what game show theme song that is?
I don't think she will.
Not a chance. Not a chance again. If you get this, I'll be very impressed.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's Concentration was the
Also
name.
hosted by
Oh.
Alex Trebek.
No kidding.
Alex,
You
what a
went
guy.
hard on these, Deb Green. These are very
I
difficult.
watched a lot of Buzzer Network.
Oh, wow. All right. So here we go. Karen's back up. Millennial Match Game brought to you by Rocco's European Garage. Game show theme songs. Karen, as they say in Goodfellas, will Millennial Veronica know what game show theme song this is? I don't know. What do you think, buddy?
Oh. I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah, there's no way. I've never even heard of this game.
You haven't. Now you're just trying to trick me.
No, I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I've never heard of this game.
You've never. Okay, if you've never heard, because like
What did you think it was?
For a second, it sounded a little like The Price is Right, even though I guessed it before and I got it wrong. But I was
Guess
like,
that.
But I feel like I didn't know, so I'll go with it. I don't think that's right.
It's To Tell the Truth was the name of the game. To Tell the Truth.
Do you know
Have
when
ever heard
that's
of that,
from?
Rosario?
I think I've heard of it.
I have no idea. Deb is
Again,
you're
I
just
watched
mean.
Game Show
You're just
Network and
mean.
Buzzer to get some
End
stuff.
of round 2 of Millennial Match Game.
Wow.
What's the score, Deb Green?
We're all tied up at 4-4.
Wow, it's a nail biter. We'll come
It
back. We'll
truly
finish up
is.
Millennial Match Game with Millennial Veronica. This is the Mark Arum Show, 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. Final segment of Millennial Match Game brought to you by Rocco's European Garage. What's the score, Deborah Green?
We are tied up at 4 apiece.
And whose turn is it?
It is Karen's turn.
turn. All right, Millennial Match Game game show theme songs. You ready, Karen?
I am.
Will Millennial Veronica know what game show this theme song is from? What do you think, Karen?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I think so. That's a very
Yeah.
popular one. What is that, Veronica?
Okay, see, I feel like I keep guessing this, but is it The Price is
It
Right?
is The
Like,
Price
finally.
is Right. Good job. All right, Emily, you need this one to tie it up. No pressure. Oop, turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that. Will Millennial Veronica know what game show theme song this is? This is for the tie. You need this to tie, buddy. Old school. I love this game, though, as a kid. What do you think, Emily? Will Millennial Veronica know what game show that is?
No, I don't think so. No, that one.
I'm
either.
with you. No way.
Oh, man.
Let's hear a little more, Longoria.
Yeah. The whistling. Like birds in there? I'm confused.
It is not a bird game show.
Oh, wow.
No guess?
I have no idea.
All right, that was The
No.
Joker's Wild. The Joker's Wild.
What is that
with
even?
Wink Martindale. We're tied up. Yeah, we're tied up, so everyone wins a prize. What did they win, Deb Green?
Both of you got a pair of tickets to go check out Kiss End of the Road Tour at Lakewood on September
Hot
8th.
damn. Hang on the line, ladies. Low T's going to get some info from you. Veronica, where can we find your podcast again?
You could find it at The Future Bachelor, and then I'm also at Veroniconda_18.
You did a great job. Mike
Thank
Petchenik
you.
from Channel 2 next. This is the Mark Arum Show.
Hey, this is former Governor of Texas, Rick Perry, and you're listening to the Mark Arum Show.
Can't wait to hear you in front of the Congress there. Governor Perry, if you ever obey your subpoena. We are both live and festive here at Publix Holiday Headquarters Studios. Tomorrow, we'll be broadcasting live from a Publix near you, if you live off of Cumberland Boulevard, that is. The Mark Arum Show live from 2451 Cumberland Parkway, Paces Ferry Center, tomorrow at the Publix. Mark McKay will be there 4 to 6. We'll be there 6 to 8 doing our show. It's the Triple Team Traffic Atlanta Community Food Drive, collecting donations for the Atlanta Community Food Bank. So come out and see us, take a picture with Chuck and we'll help feed the needy, the food insecure, if you will, Deb Green, this holiday season. Still to come on the show, Movie Monday. Does Alex Williams know this food? On Friday during traffic. So if you didn't know, and I understand if you don't know, if you just hear me on the radio, you don't know what I do in the mornings. But on the mornings, I do traffic on Channel 2 Action News this morning and on Atlanta's Morning News with Scott Slade. And on Friday, we covered a school bus crash. We didn't really know much about it, but this is what it sounded like Friday morning. Ashley Frasca was covering it along with her 400 coverage.
On and off the brakes, beginning before Mansell Road, a car went into the ditch there. It stays slow all the way down to the North Springs MARTA station. And traffic trooper Skipper updating us on that all lanes block situation. Highway 20 around Eccles Road. Incoming now, one lane open. Sitting in traffic is the worst.
All right, so sorry, we do need the commercial. Sorry. So it happens. We get reported the school bus crash, but it was far out there. Smiling couldn't fly up there. We didn't have many details. Turned out to be a pretty horrific story. Joining us following that story with an update from Channel 2 Action News, our good buddy Mike Petchenik. Mike, how are you, sir?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm a little stunned by how serious this was. So, it kind of got lost in the shuffle of the traffic on Friday. We knew it was a bus crash. We didn't have any details, but this was a pretty serious situation. Explain to the folks what happened last Friday morning.
Sure. This was just before 7 o'clock in the morning on Buford Highway, right there near Eccles Road, as you mentioned. And the deputies first thought this was a bus crash, as you mentioned, and that's how it came out. But when they got there, they realized that it was actually much worse than that. A 19-year-old driver who investigators later determined was high at the time drove up around a stopped school bus onto the sidewalk, hit two young girls and their mother's boyfriend as he was walking them to that bus to get onto the bus, and sent all three of them to the hospital.
Mike Petchenik from Channel 2 Action News joining us on the Mark Arum Show. So a 19-year-old driver, and we now know was high, goes around a parked school bus onto the sidewalk and hits three people, two kids and the mother's boyfriend. The condition of those injured, Mike, what do we know right now? We lose Mike? I think we lost Mike there.
Well, he's there, but
yeah.
But
all right. We'll try to get Mike back on. There he is. He's calling back, Low T. So I mean, we didn't know that those details. It was reported as a bus crash, and then eventually we got more information. There was injuries. It was injuries, but as Mike said, it was a 19-year-old driver, high, drove around the bus and then onto the sidewalk and hit the two kids and the mother's boyfriend who was taken to the bus. Mike's back with us. Mike, do we know the condition of the three people that were hit?
Well, initially, investigators told us the oldest girl, who was in fourth grade, a 9-year-old, was in the worst condition. She was actually thrown into a nearby ditch. But the good news is, as of this morning, Forsyth County school officials told us both of those girls, the 6-year-old, the 9-year-old, and the 43-year-old boyfriend are doing much better today. In fact, the girls very well may be released from two children's hospitals later this week and could be home.
That's great news. The investigators say that the suspect, the 19-year-old, was high. Do we know what he was high on, Mike?
Not at this point. We haven't learned exactly what he was high on. We just understand that investigators have charged him with DUI, which would be driving under the influence of drugs in this case. We have also learned today that the suspect, Chris Fashizer is his name, had a probation was on probation, I should say, for a previous drug arrest for marijuana possession. So because of that, even if he makes bond in this case, he's not allowed to get out of jail because of the alleged probation violation. Crazy.
Mike, I appreciate the update. I'm glad the girls and the 43-year-old man are out of the hospital. That's good news. 'Cause that's, I've never covered a story like that. Well, I've had stories where someone drives around the bus, so the bus stop sign is out, and someone ignores it, and they hit someone, but never that goes up on the sidewalk. That's crazy to me. That's so scary.
It's a freak accident, and that's really what we heard from a lot of the parents, was that this is not something you see coming. You think about safety precautions. You're walking the kids to the bus in your own driveway. The last thing you expect is for a car to come barreling toward you. I also want to mention, Mark, if you go to our website at WSBTV.com, we have linked to a GoFundMe page that the neighbors have started. They're hoping to raise roughly $20,000 for this family to help them with medical bills and, of course, with Christmas coming up, to help them with that as well.
Great stuff. I'll tweet out that link as well. Mike, always a pleasure. Thanks for the update, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
I can only imagine, Longoria, you know, as the father of 2 girls, you worry about your kids once they leave your property. You know, you don't think about that, like getting run down on a sidewalk. Ugh, crazy story. If you want to talk about that, 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. When we come back, your calls. And does Alex Williams know this food? Just tweeted out that link to the GoFundMe page that Mike Petchenik mentioned. They've already raised $15,000 for the family of the 2 kids that were hit walking to the school bus, literally on the sidewalk. What an awful, awful story. It's on my Facebook page as well, Mark Arum, WSB. Before we get to the calls, our good buddy Alex Williams joins us in studio for what's quickly becoming one of the most popular segments on the show.
Does Alex Williams know this food?
Does Alex Williams know this food?
Does Alex Williams know this food?
That boy don't know what that is.
Alex Williams, as anyone will ask here, great all-around dude. He's an amazing friend, co-worker, hell of a dog walker and dog watcher, by the way. Thank you for watching Bosco this weekend.
Absolutely. She was great.
Your Achilles heel. Do you know what Achilles heel is?
Yes, I do.
Right. Your Achilles heel is your lack of food knowledge. So we have this segment, Does Alex Williams know this food? And this one, I'm going to say there's no chance in hell you know. I don't mean to give you tough ones, but today is National Vichyssoise Day. National Vichyssoise Day. Alex Williams, what is Vichyssoise?
National Vichyssoise?
National Vichyssoise Day. The dish is called Vichyssoise. Vichyssoise. What is Vichyssoise, Alex Williams? I'll buy your Outback steak tonight if you get this.
I have no idea.
No? Want to take a guess? What does it sound like? Vichyssoise.
I was either going to say maybe like a fish.
That would be a good guess. Vichyssoise. Vichyssoise is it's a soup. Traditionally served cold. Can be served hot, though. Made with pureed leeks, onions, potatoes, cream, and chicken stock. Why today is National Vichyssoise Day, I have no idea.
What is that, a certain nationalities food or?
It's European. It's probably French, right? I would say it's a French. Vichyssoise.
Maybe. That boy does not know what that is.
Alex Williams did not know that food. Happy National.
I know I'm having steak.
Vichyssoise Day to you, Alex Williams. All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
There he is, Alex Williams. Chef William, you know what Vichyssoise was, right, Chef?
Oh, yeah. Vichyssoise. We make it all the time.
Excellent. Would Alex Williams like Vichyssoise?
It's cold, like cold mashed potatoes.
I'm all right with cold mashed potatoes. I've eaten them. What's going on, buddy? What can I do for you?
Nothing. You were talking last week about tuition costs and college costs. I didn't get a chance to call in.
Okay.
My culinary school for 18 months was $65,000.
Holy crap! Is that room and board and everything?
No. Room for people who lived outside the state to come in was about $1,500 a month.
That's okay. What culinary school did you go to?
Here in Atlanta, the Art Institute of Atlanta.
Wow, I didn't even know they had a culinary school. Maybe we should send Alex. Do they have night classes? We can send Alex Williams to go.
I can train them.
That's pretty crazy. 65, but well worth it, right? I mean, you learned the craft.
Well, I've worked in probably 17 different countries in 8 different states in 25 years.
That's pretty cool. So where I went to school in Poughkeepsie, New York, I went to Mayor's College, and right down the street, literally right down the street, was the Culinary Institute of America.
Yep.
Which
They're
is
about 100,000 a year.
Yeah, it was crazy. But they have these student-run restaurants on campus. There's like 5 different restaurants, and you can't get a reservation for like a year out. They're like these amazing restaurants. Anyway, there you go. Vichyssoise, Chef William, we're having fun. Coming up, Movie Monday, Russ in Gainesville, and Johnny Kielbasa. That's a packed second hour of the Mark Arum Show on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
The Mark Arum Show is performed before a live studio audience.
No, I want this town to be near you. I stand
Welcome back to the show and a good Monday Eve to you. Mark Arum here, you there. It's 7:07, 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. This is the Mark Arum Show, heard Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. My whole family's here tonight. I'm very happy. I'm a happy dude. Deborah Green produces the show. Shrangoria, the stoic Eskimo on the other side of the takeout window. Low T screens your calls. Quick reminder, tomorrow you can meet myself and the Bananas in person. We'll be broadcasting the show live from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Publix at Paces Ferry Center. It's 2400 block of Cumberland Parkway. It is the Triple Team Traffic Food Drive. We'll be collecting food with our help from Publix for the Atlanta Community Food Bank. Basically, all the Thanksgiving stuff. Whatever you want on your Thanksgiving table is what we're collecting for those in need on Thanksgiving. So I'm very excited about that. Deb Green, let's get a Christmas card update. Do we have any slots left?
I have 3 slots left.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. Well,
that's going to go right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want the last 3 Christmas cards, email your mailing address to Deborah, DEBRA, at WSBRadio.com. Your mailing address, name and mailing address, only 3 cards. That went quick.
Yeah, I kept getting them over the weekend, too.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Did these bananas send you the pictures yet? We got to get that going.
I've got all but 1.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, my God.
And she's pointing at Chuck, not me.
I
have no idea what you're talking about. Was I supposed to send somebody a photo?
Christmas card photo.
Oh, nobody told me.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You were at Kirby G's. How did that go, by the way? Kirby G's.
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I saw that one picture on Twitter. That was a real nice picture.
There were 2 ladies up front who finally figured out who I was. And they go, "We're just here to see you." And they wanted to do it in front of air. They were so sweet. Yeah,
that's
it was really
great.
funny.
That's great. Okay.
So, yeah, there were plenty of people that took your advice.
So I need a picture of you for the Christmas card.
Okay,
Give Deb 3 examples. She's making the editorial decision.
Sure.
And the 3 examples are for size-wise, for framing, like how it's going to fit on the card. So I have no, I used to pick the pictures and was often maligned for the pictures I chose. So it's all on Deb Green's plate. All right, Movie Monday. Let's kick things off here. On this date in 1983, one of my favorite movies debuted in the theater. And I think one of you doesn't like this movie, but A Christmas Story. The Sandlot. A Christmas Story. Red Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot Your Eye Out.
I love it.
I don't like it.
You don't?
Really?
I knew one of us didn't like it.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that they play it forever during the Christmas holiday.
One day.
And
I love that movie. Anyway, so I don't know if you knew this, but the house that it was filmed in, I believe it's in Indiana.
I think it's in Ohio.
Is it in Ohio?
Yeah.
One of
All
those.
the same.
We'll play the area, the time zone trivia later. I don't know where that is. In one of those middle states.
Sure.
It's like a tourist attraction now.
Oh, yeah.
Like people go to the Christmas Story house. And you know what? The movie was set in Indiana, but I bet the house is in Ohio. I think that's what it is. But it's like people go there and get their pictures done in front of the Christmas Story house, which I think is pretty cool. So here's the first Movie Monday topic. And I might have done this years ago. It sounds kind of familiar, but it's been a while since we've done that. If you could own any house from any movie, which would you pick and why? Well, would you go, kitschy like the Christmas Story house, or would you go like Tony Stark's mansion from the Avengers? Like the cliffside thing. So what TV home would you want? That's the first Movie Monday topic. Second Movie Monday topic is today is the 91st birthday of legendary Mickey Mouse. Mickey and Minnie debuted 91 years ago today on Steamboat Willie, which was the first Mickey Mouse film cartoon thing. Very simple, your favorite cartoon movie of all time. So we got 2 simple Movie Monday topics. Your favorite cartoon movie of all time, and if you could own any home from any movie, which would you choose and why? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. Those are the numbers. Let's kick off the second hour with our buddy Russ in Gainesville.
Russ, come here a minute. I want to talk.
Last we heard, Russ, you were without a car and you were stuck in Cumming. How's life right now? What's going on?
I'm still here. I'm at a, what do you call it, Starbucks in Cumming.
You're at a Starbucks?
Yep.
What do you get at a Starbucks, Russ?
I don't. I haven't ordered anything.
You know what? The regular black coffee is very good, and it's not that expensive. It's like $2 for a large. They do a good regular coffee. You don't have to take anything fancy there.
Yeah, I get a coffee every once in a while here. Can I tell you something about Christmas Story?
Yeah, please.
That guy, Darren McGavin, you're too young for this.
The dad. He died recently, yeah.
Well, in the 70s, he had a show called The Night Stalker, and it was a really cool show. He was a reporter that went after these, creepy, like vampires and stuff like that, and murderers and stuff. It was a really neat show.
Interesting.
Look that up because it was a very cool show.
I'm more concerned about you, Russ. So what? You're still incoming?
Okay.
Do you need a ride to Gainesville? What are you sleeping? What's going on?
Nah, the thing is, I'm looking for a car. I want to buy a car. And the crazy thing is, I'm looking on this list online, and there's cars for sale everywhere. But how do I get there? How do I go to look at the car when I don't have a car? Because believe it or not, all these girls, none of them have a car.
Yeah, no, I don't. I believe that. I fully believe that. So, do you have a place to stay in Cumming?
Well, I've been staying at hotels. I actually slept in the car last night.
All right, well, that's no good, Russ. I don't want to hear that.
It wasn't that cold. It's a great big Cadillac. That's why I bought it.
What about what's the lady situation? Since you're a nomad right now, do you have any special lady?
Well, this girl that named Tiffany that I used to be with like 5 or 6 years ago.
That's old school.
She actually called me last night. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
What are the chances? And I'm just so lucky sometimes.
All right, so we'll put it on the board. Tiffany, we got Tiffany on the Russ Advent girlfriend calendar. Tiffany on November 18th.
25 days of Russ.
25 days of Russ. All right, Russ. Well, listen. If you need anything, let us know. I hope you get back to Gainesville eventually, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know if I even want to go back there, but I have to buy a car. So,
yeah.
And I might stay in Cumming. I like it up here.
All right. Do you know how to drive a stick, Rush?
Yeah. All
right.
It's been a long time, but I can do it.
I got to think about something. All right. Thank you, Russ. Be safe, buddy.
You too.
All right. Should I give Russ my old Jeep?
I mean,
wow, that's pretty good of you.
Well, it's either going to do that or Cars for Kids. Like, I haven't driven that thing in a year, and it's just sitting in front of my house. It's a Jeep Cherokee, 97.
Get to write off Cars for Kids, not for Russ.
Yeah, I don't think
but
Russ
still,
is a write-off.
I would know it's helping someone right away. I got to get it up and running, though. I need a new battery. And
you don't want to give them a car that's going to break down a week later.
I know.
I mean, it probably will anyway.
Yeah, what do you think?
Not because of the car, because of Russ.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll.
He's not listening. He's never listened to the show. He just calls in.
Maybe I'll
mull it over.
Yeah, I'll mull it.
It's always good to bring it up on the radio so that now it's going to get back to him. And
yeah.
He's going to start calling me like he did the sweatshirt. Yeah. It's going to be a thing.
How funny would it be that I don't give him the sweatshirt, but I give him a car.
You give him a car. Yeah.
When's Mark going to give me my car?
He'll still ask about the sweatshirt.
Yeah, exactly.
With all promotions. Where's my car?
As we deliver the car.
Mark said he was going to give me a car.
Yeah, where's the call promotions? Justin Tysinger here. Hey, Justin, it's Russ in Gainesville. Mark said he's giving me a Jeep. What do you got?
So I heard it's a stick shift. I got to learn.
Let me check the prize closet. All right, let's start Movie Monday. If you can own one movie home, what would you choose? And your favorite cartoon movie of all time. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Pat is in Woodstock, Georgia. Pat, welcome to the Mark Arum Show.
Oh, hey, Mark. Okay, definitely the Home Alone house. And I think Mother and the Bride house was very similar.
The one they had swans. You remember they had swans at the wedding at the.
Yeah. Both those houses are similar. Home Alone. And my favorite cartoon movie is Cinderella.
Cinderfella. Okay, yeah, that's a classic.
Cinderella.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I like your home choices. So she didn't go crazy. She didn't ask for the Tony Stark Iron Man mansion. She went with the not quaint. They were nice homes, but nothing. I like the way you think, Pat. Of those two, I think I want the Home Alone house.
I love the Home Alone house. That's a great house.
Yeah, I just don't. Is that creepy neighbor? The old guy's dead by now, right? Like
Probably.
You don't have to worry about him walking around. Brett's up next on the Mark Arum Show.
Plus,
Hello,
it's not
Brett.
Real.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, buddy?
Well, I think it's kind of run of the mill, maybe, but the house from Fast and Furious. The one that Dom Toretto's house or Vin Diesel's house, where it all starts. And
I don't remember the house. You remember that, Longoria?
Well,
I don't watch those.
Yeah,
but ask Chuck's wife does.
Yeah,
Chuck's wife.
She loves those movies.
Is she a big Vin Diesel fan?
Oh, it's so annoying.
Really? Does she want you to shave your head?
That's why.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
It's not a big house. It's not a great house. It's like
it's a cute little
like
house.
an old 30s style house or something. But it's just like a cool little house. I don't know. It reminded me of my grandmother's house.
Excellent. All right, Brett. Appreciate it, buddy. James is in Alpharetta on a movie Monday. What's cooking, James?
The Godfather house that's on Lake Tahoe.
Oh, wow. Even though Fredo's ghost is going to haunt it, you're still okay with that?
Oh, no, that's fine. I've driven by it in a boat several times. It's beautiful, and it's on Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, I went past it once. I love Lake Tahoe. That's so
Me
awesome
too.
up there.
My in-laws live there, so we go out there twice a year.
Really? Wow. On the Nevada side or the California side?
Nevada.
So, not to get too gruesome, but when they pass on, are you going to inherit that house?
You're damn right.
That's awesome, dude. Have you guys ever been to Tahoe?
I have
It's
not.
the most beautiful
it's
place
awesome.
I've ever seen in my entire life.
I've always wanted to go, but we've never.
It is. I've been here in the winter, in the summer. It is gorgeous year round. I love that. James and I, we got to be friends, man. When you
Hey,
inherit
man. Hey, Movie Monday, too. Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy
For the
metal
cartoon.
movie.
Yeah.
What was that? I don't remember. I've never heard of that.
It's like it sounds. It's a heavy metal cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a musical.
Fair enough. Let's go back to me hanging out with your in-laws in Tahoe, my friend. That's pretty cool. So the last time I was there, we did a boat tour around, like the touristy boat tour, and they pointed out the Godfather house. The Godfather house in Staten Island was up for sale recently.
Oh, really?
And I think it sold for like $7 million or something like that. That would be a cool house too. The compound where they had the gate, the metal gate up front. Josh is in Marietta on a Movie Monday. What's going on, Joshua?
Hey, go big or go home, Biltmore.
From being there.
It's in dozens of movies.
Yeah. I've never been to the Biltmore.
Really?
I need
It's a
to
cool
get up
place.
there. Maybe we could do our show live from the Biltmore.
Yeah,
That's
that'd
awesome.
be cool.
It was
Especially
at
right
one
around
point
now.
the largest residence in the United States. Is it still? Is that still the case?
It probably is.
I don't know if anyone actually lives there anymore, but that's gorgeous.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Or if I don't want something so big, I'll Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru's sand hut in Tatooine.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
I like that.
Yeah, but you got you need the droids for the harvest season though, Josh. I mean, you can't just live. That's not a vacation home. That's a working farm. In Tatooine, that's a working farm. You got to get out there and bust your butt.
That was good.
Movie Monday. When we come back, which movie home would you most want to own? And Mickey Mouse turns 91 today. Happy birthday, Mick. What's your favorite cartoon movie of all time? Very simple. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. On Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. This is The Mark Arum Show.
Mark Arum on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Movie Monday on The Mark Arum Show, 54 degrees. We'll call it a 4 on The Mark Arum Show back sweat meter. A little warmer than I thought it would be. Sean is in Swanee on a Movie Monday. What's going on, Sean? Oh, Shawnee boy, the pipes are calling.
Everybody clap your hands.
We haven't done one of those in a while. Good job, Sean. Thank you. Early running for star of the show. Todd is in Jasper, Georgia. Todd, welcome to the program.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you, Todd?
I appreciate you being so generous with wanting to give away your Jeep. That was very heartfelt and very thoughtful.
I just got like 7 messages on social media, people saying, I'll take it off your hands. I'm not looking to get rid of it, but yeah.
Right. Well, hey, I'm fixing to hit Nelson. I'm going to get cut off here in a second. My cartoon movie was American Tail. Bible Goes West.
Oh, wow. Old school. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. I love that movie, and kids enjoyed it when they were young. And also, there's a house that's been in several movies that I've noticed, but it definitely was in What About Bob and the end of Patriot Games, where he comes and tries to hunt down Harrison Ford and kill him.
So that's the same house? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's off of like Lake Minnetonka or Lake.
Well, yeah. So make Lake Minnesapock. I don't know. I forgot. So I like both those houses. That makes sense now because I like them both. The What About Bob house was the lake house, and Harrison's Ford. I thought it was like on the Maryland coastline, but they might have been actually the same house, and they just said they were different locations.
They could be, because I've watched both those movies over and over
Winnipesaukee.
again, and I finally picked it out, and I could have swore it was the same. It might not be, but
That's
it sure
so
looks like
funny. I think I might choose, if they're different houses, I'm going to choose the one from Harrison Ford's house. Because that's so funny you brought that up, because I remember going, what a cool house to be on the water like that. But if that's the same house about What About Bob, that's amazing. Lake Winnipesaukee. What a great movie, What About Bob.
Very underrated.
I'm sailing. Love that. All right, Movie Monday continues. If you could own one home from a movie, which home would you choose? Mickey Mouse turns 91 today. Your favorite cartoon movie of all time. Very simple. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. Don't forget, tomorrow you can meet you can meet me and the Bananas. Sorry, my mom's correcting me on the Piccadilly text hotline. You can meet me and the Bananas and me, at the Publix at Paces Ferry Center. We'll be broadcasting live from 6 to 8 on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hi, this is Kevin Neal, and you're listening to the Mark Arum Show. And let me tell you something. Unless you're in Temple, it does not get any more Jewish than this.
It's so good to be born in America, where all men are free. It's so good to be born in America, all the home of the red, the white, and the blue.
Welcome back to the show. 7:37:23 in front of 8. Mark Arum and the Bananas at your beck and call till 8 in the p.m. We will be live on location tomorrow at the Publix at Paces Ferry Center, broadcasting live from 6 to 8. Come early. Meet Mark McKay from 4 to 6. It's the Triple Team Traffic Food Drive for the Atlanta Community Food Bank. Movie Monday continues. 1983. On this date, 1983, A Christmas Story debuted. Wonderful film. And that house has become iconic in Ohio. Did we find out?
It's in Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland.
Yep.
The movie was set in Indiana, but the house is actually in Cleveland. It's like a tourist attraction. So I'm asking you, what movie home would you most want to own? And 91 years ago today, Mickey Mouse debuted. Steamboat Willie, what's your favorite cartoon movie of all time? I was remiss and didn't ask how you guys your weekend was. How was your weekend, Deb Green?
It was fine.
You give so much of yourself to the show, personally. Any highlights, anything?
I did a bunch of stuff with my church this weekend.
Oh, good for you, Deb Green. Did you get Russ a car?
I did not get him a car.
All right.
That'll be the next thing.
See, I was thinking about this during the break. I don't think Russ wants to go from a pimped-out Cadillac to my crappy old Jeep.
I don't think he does either.
We'll ask him.
I don't think he cares.
We'll ask him. Before I get it up and running,
use it
we'll
for
ask
trade-in.
him. Yeah, exactly right. What can I get for this and a sweatshirt? Longoria, how was your weekend, buddy?
That was pretty cool. We didn't do anything. Laundry, stayed at home, took the girls to swim class.
Love it.
That was it.
Good stuff. Low Tizzle?
I am. There's a theme here. I
Nothing?
did the same.
Well, I had fun for all of you guys.
Okay, good.
It was Maya's birthday weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we went to hands down the best sushi place in Atlanta. It's up on Buford Highway outside the perimeter, called Sushi Hayakawa.
Nice.
It is so good. And what's so amazing, so we sat at the counter, and Maya is fluent in Japanese, and listening to her talk to the owner and the chef in Japanese, there's nothing cooler than that.
Yeah.
And I could actually kind of get what they're talking about, which was pretty interesting. Like, it's starting to rub off on me, the Japanese.
Did you try to talk Spanish to him?
I did. I was like, gracias. Gracias. And then we did it like a staycation. We got a room at the Four Seasons Hotel in Midtown, and then did the brunch on Sunday. Oh my goodness. It was a great weekend. So happy birthday, Maya. Hashtag 30fine. That was her birthday hashtag.
I like it.
30fine. Anyway, coming up in just a second, fast food review and a football minute with Johnny Kielbasa. Back to Movie Monday. Sherry joins us on the show. Hello, Sherry.
Hey, Mark.
How are you, dear?
Well, I was almost home, but I just kept driving so I could talk to you.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right. Well, no, I don't want to make you wait any longer.
Well, there's a movie with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton called Something's Gotta Give.
The Beach House.
I love the house in that movie. Yes,
The Beach House, yes. So that was the movie where it started off where Nicholson was dating Diane Keaton's daughter, right? And they go to the beach house.
Amanda Pease.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And he winds up falling for her mom. That was a good movie. That was better house than movie, though. That's a great beach house. That's a good call right there. I'm trying to think if there's a better beach house than that. Sherry, thanks for calling. Is there a better movie beach house than that? That was a fantastic beach. Oh, it's a TV show, though. You watch Billions?
Not yet. It's
Axe's,
on my list. I know.
Axe's Beach Mansion in the Hamptons is pretty cool. Well, that's a TV show. It doesn't count. Tony in Marietta, my man. What's going on, Tony?
Don't want to keep tolerating. Hunky.
Tony.
Hunky, Tony. What's going on, buddy?
Very awesome to speak with you and the crew as always.
Likewise, buddy.
I want to own the mansion in Savannah that a lot of the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil was shot in.
Oh, what's the guy that's in trouble now? The
Kevin
actor?
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey's mansion in Savannah. That'd be a cool little home to own.
Yeah, several years ago for spring break, we went to Tybee, and then we took our son on a tour of Savannah, and we actually walked around the entire mansion, which takes up darn near a whole block.
I don't know if it's a cool house. I don't know if I want to live in an old home like that. Deb, do you have any reservations to living in an old home?
No, I like having an older home so I can change it and fix it up the way I want.
Okay. So I used to go to, I've been to Newport, Rhode Island, which has all these amazing mansions on the coast, and no one lives in them anymore. They're all museums now. And they were all built in like turn of the century or 1800s, late 1800s. And they're cool, but there's like no modern amenities in there. And it's like, I don't know if I would live in I mean, the bathrooms are tiny, and it's just weird and kind of creepy. I don't know if I would live in an old place.
Well, for my animated feature, I don't know if this was the first one where it combined like live action all spliced in with a cartoon character, but Roger Rabbit.
Oh, Jessica Rabbit was smoking hot. She was phenomenally hot. All right, Tony, good to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll try and call in as often as possible with my hours changed and all that. We catch you, and my youngest son, he still listens to the show religiously.
Excellent. Good to hear from you, Tony.
You as well, guys.
Take care, buddy. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk.
And now, on the Mark Arum Show, it's time for the Fast Food Review.
Joining us live on the Greasy Salty Hotline from parts unknown, height unknown, weight we do not want to know, Johnny Kielbasa and the ever-so-popular Fast Food Review. How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing great, Mark Arum. I absolutely love Tony's accent whenever he calls in, Mark, because I'm wrapped in bacon. I'm here for the taking. I'm covered with cheese and Italian beef, and I am the plate.
Tony's got a great voice. What's on the menu tonight there, partner?
Yeah, he does. Let's go to the drive-thru this week, Mark, because Sonic is getting a couple new bites, a bite here and a bite there, because they got a couple things they're calling bites, because they got chili cheese bites and they got bacon mac and cheese bites. If you like pizza rolls or if you like things that end in bites, you're going to love these poppable things that you can take, get them in the drive-thru, and get an extra order for driving on down the road when you go back to work.
I saw a Sonic commercial this weekend. The bites sound fantastic, but they did a patty melt commercial. It looked amazing.
That's also
Do you know, Johnny, so I'm up on Sonic's website. There's only one Sonic inside the perimeter. Just one. It's on Moreland Avenue, south of I-20. That is the only.
That's one of my favorite parts of town over there.
That is the only Sonic inside the perimeter. There's a dozen outside the perimeter. It's just like Hardee's. Yeah. Like, why are these fast food places scared to come inside the perimeter? I don't get it. I will support you alone, my friends. Just get in here.
They did, yeah, because they all flew out in the 60s with everybody else, and now they're all working their way back into gentrifying.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean, one of the saddest days of my life when that Hardee's on Howell Mills shut down. That changed my life. That and when the Piccadilly shut down. Too sad. All right, so give me again the bites. What are we looking at? What are we getting?
Yeah, you got their famous chili with the cheese, and that's a bite. That's a chili cheese bite, and then they're going to whip up a batch of mac and cheese, and they're throwing bacon in there, and they're throwing that into a kind of a little different bite as well. Two different bites, one great afternoon at a drive-in.
I'm okay with all that. And the patty melt, again, looked so good, so good. All right, we'll check
it down with the patty melt. They were like $2.99.
I'm heading to the Moreland Avenue location right after the show. Let's do a little football minute, Longo. Breaking down the weekend that was in the world of pigskin, screaming Omaha, Omaha, Johnny Kielbasa and the world-famous football minute. Stephen A. Smith tried to steal this for his show. Johnny Kielbasa said, no way. Let's do this, Longoria.
Go deep, Longo. I'll hit you in the drive.
Hold on. Stop.
Time out.
Hold on, time out. I called the timeout. I picture Longoria going deep. and Johnny Kielbasa throwing it to him. Just get that
Gonna have to
visual.
buy some time,
We're
guys.
playing
Gonna have
backyard
some time.
football at Chuck Stonehouse, and it's me against Chuck against Johnny K. Longoria. And Johnny says, don't run the wheel route.
No,
Don't run
no.
a seam. Go deep,
Go
Longoria.
deep.
That's
How
what
long
I'm
do we
headed
have for
to.
that play to take place?
Yeah, exactly. The funny part would be me trying to cover Longoria. I think he would beat me. All right, let's do this again.
Week 11 in the NFL. Are you in or are you out? Week in college. Thanksgiving is next week already. Week in America. Your Magic City Dirty Birds won another game. They've won 2 in a row. They got an interception. 9-7 starts now. Your Athens County Bulldogs chopped wood for 3 straight quarters, then laid down the axe. But hey, 3 SEC East titles in a row. Watch out for that photographer. Georgia Tech, if you get blanked 45 zip, you don't deserve a spot on the Football Minute. Your Mechanicsville Panthers welcome national television and a ranked opponent to town. Did you go? Too bad they couldn't climb the mountain of that state despite the valor and fortitude of Dan Ellington. Great effort, though, Panthers. Oakland 6-4, Buffalo 7-3, Baltimore 8-2, San Francisco's 9-1. The Bengals plus 10.5 covered for you. You're welcome. Too bad for all y'all that took the Cards plus 10. The last play debacle made it a push. Ha! America's team, Cleveland Browns, beat the Steelers. Put your helmet back on, Mason. Mark Arum's New York Football Giants did not lose this week because they were on a bye tonight. Old Man Rivers and Melvin G take on the KC track meet on the NNS.
Yeah, that San Francisco game is why I do not bet on sports. That was heartbreaking if you bet on that game. But highlights locally: the Dogs win. They were up early, big against Auburn, and then kind of let them back in the game. But as win is a win, and the Falcons won 2 in a row. They're going to run the table now. It looks like a totally different team. Totally different team. Anyway, Johnny Kielbasa, we appreciate you as always, and
if the cholesterol is high, baby. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram and listen to the Salt and Shot podcast on any pod app or JohnnyKielbasa.com.
all things Kielbasa on JohnnyKielbasa.com. Appreciate you, bruh.
Go deep, Longo. Inside, bruh.
We're going to need to recreate that at some point over the holidays. All right, real quick, Movie Monday. We got a lot of calls, not a lot of time. Jim in Loganville. Jim, real quick, buddy, what do you have?
Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
That house?
That house up
on the hill. That house.
God bless. Okay.
It also comes with the little motel. I'm retired old Special Forces out of Bragg, Oscar Delta 515.
Oh, man.
Halo team. And being all busted up the way I am now, I'd love to have that little motel down there, too, so I could have a little retirement-type place to where I could have, like, good, wholesome motorcycle clubs. I've ridden with.
I'm kind of freaked out you picked a horror movie, though. Like, would you want the hotel from The Shining? I mean, that's a big joint. I don't think I could live there. Jeff's incoming. Jeff, real quick, what do you have?
You're going to have to allow me some latitude on this. It's not from a movie, but it's a very distinguished house. It was from an architect who built it, Frank Lloyd Wright. He built it probably in the 30s. He did it before all of these laws that govern not having anything around natural tributaries can take place. He built the house to where a running stream/river runs on 3 levels.
Where would I have seen this house?
Just the key component here is just Google his name.
Okay.
And he's famous for that house.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
A river runs through it. I think it's in Pennsylvania.
Okay, I'll check. All right, Jeff, I gave you some latitude. My man. All right, Movie Monday, real quick. Got to do rapid fire, as Herman Cain would say. Rapid fire, Movie Monday, when we come back on The Mark Arum Show.
Mark Arum on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Final segment of Movie Monday. Got to be real quick here. Sherlock. What do you have, Sherlock?
Hey, Cameron's house on first viewing's day off.
That's a great house.
That is a great house. With the Ferrari, right? Was that a Ferrari?
Oh, gotta have the Ferrari.
Yeah, good call on that. Mo's in Johns Creek. Mo, real quick, what do you have?
Well, I was calling about the Christmas Story. We actually went to the house, and it's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Excellent.
And you can stay at the at the Christmas house during the Christmas season.
No kidding.
You can and spend the night. Yeah, and they have a whole museum across the street. and it's the whole little street where the house is. It's awesome.
Now there's another reason to go to Cleveland, aside from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Christmas Story House. Dimitri's up on the Mark Arum Show. Real quick, Dimitri, what do you have?
Let's go with the Hogwarts Castle from Harry Potter,
Ooh.
and then Ratatouille for the movie.
All right, Ratatouille. Was that who's the voice of Ratatouille?
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt. Who was the voice of Fievel? Was that Michael J. Fox? I want to say Michael J. Fox. All right. Chip's up on the Mark Arum Show. Chip, real quick, what do you have?
Real quick, too. Weekend at Bernie's and Frank's house from Scarface.
Ooh, the mansion in Miami. All right.
An elevator.
I can live with that. Derek's in Snellville. Derek, real quick, what do you have?
All right. For the house, stately Wayne Manor, in Gotham City.
Yeah, and you get a Batcave.
And I get a Batcave. And favorite animated movie real quick is staying on the same theme, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, if you've ever seen it. It's amazing.
I have not. Let's do Star of the Show, Shalongoria. Star of the show goes to, sorry, Jared's girlfriend.
For the Mark Arum
Stepped on Jared's girlfriend. Carlisle's Catering. They brought us dinner tonight. Carlisle's the newest venue in Metro Atlanta, 1919 Piedmont Road, specifically designed for events, both intimate and grand. The perfect destination for your special event. So there's Star of the Show. Jim in Lithia Springs, you got 4 seconds, Jim.
The house where Chauncey Gardner was guest and being there.
Being there. Loved it. That was that's the one, the Biltmore we're talking about. Yeah. Great movie, great house, great times. Tomorrow, we're at Publix. Chuck's very excited. It's 4 minutes from his house. Maybe we'll have an after party at Chuck's Stone Home. We'll be at the Publix, 2451 Cumberland Parkway. On Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. In the meantime, go to sleep, little baby.
Go to sleep, you little baby.
Guests of the Mark Arum Show stay at the All Suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile.